Jude 1 verse 3-4 NLT. Dear friends, I had been eagerly planning to write to you about the salvation we all share. But now I find that I must write about something else, urging you to defend the faith that God has entrusted once for all time to his holy people. I say this because some ungodly people have wormed their way into your churches, saying that God's marvelous grace allows us to live immoral lives. The condemnation of such people was recorded long ago, for they have denied our only Master and Lord, Jesus Christ. This passage from Jude is one of the most direct warnings in the New Testament about false teachers and the distortion of grace. Key points Jude is making in verses 3-4. 1. A shift in purpose. Jude originally wanted to write a positive letter celebrating the common salvation believers share. Instead, he felt compelled almost urgently to call them to contend earnestly for the faith, because danger was already inside the church. 2. The nature of the threat. Certain individuals had crept in unnoticed. The Greek word implies stealth or sneaking in. These weren't outsiders attacking the church. They were insiders who had gained trust and positions within the community. 3. Their specific error. They were turning God's grace into a license for immorality. In essence, they were teaching or implying, since God is gracious and forgives everything, it doesn't matter how you live, do whatever you want. This is the ancient form of what we sometimes call hypergrace, or cheap grace teaching today. 4. How they denied Christ. Jude says that by twisting grace into licentiousness, they effectively deny our only Master and Lord, Jesus Christ. True acknowledgement of Jesus as Lord necessarily involves submission to his authority over our behavior, to separate his lordship from our lifestyle. In practice, a denial of who he really. 5. Their judgment is certain. Jude stresses that their condemnation was written about long ago, literally forewritten. He'll go on in the following verses to cite Old Testament and Jewish examples: Sodom, Gomorrah, fallen angels, Cain, Balaam, Korah, to show that God has always judged this kind of rebellion and perversion of truth. Practical takeaway: Jude is sounding an alarm that still applies today. Grace is never a cover for sin. It is the power to overcome sin. Rom 6:1-2, Titus 2:11-12. Churches must remain vigilant about what is taught in small groups, pulpits, books, podcasts, etc. Believers are called to active defense of the faith, not just believing the right things privately, but earnestly contending when the gospel is being distorted, especially from within. If you're studying or teaching this passage, verses 3-4 set the tone for the entire letter. It's a wartime epistle, not a casual note. Jude's love for the church drove him to warn them sharply, because the stakes are eternal.